Okay, guys, welcome to the Truth Factor where we do headlines with an attitude. I look horrible today, so we are not gonna look at me. We're just gonna look at the headlines. Just what a couple of headlines wanted to get out to y'all, and then I'm going to bed. All right, let's look at these headlines. All these articles, guys, are in the Wixit. Just in case. All right, first article up. Hal Turner puts out Citizens Bank in Iowa fails, closed by regulators. On Friday, November 3rd, Citizen Bank was closed by the Iowa Division of Banking. The Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation, the FDIC, was named the receiver. No advance notice is given to the public when a financial institution is closed. To protect the depositors of the FDIC, entered into a purchase and the assumption agreement, the Iowa Trust and Savings Bank, Ribsburg, Iowa, to assume all the deposits of the Citizen Bank. The two branches of Citizen Bank will reopen as branches of Iowa Trust and Savings on Monday during normal business hours. This evening and over the weekend, depositors of Citizen Bank can access their money by writing checks or using the ATM or debit cards. Checks drawn on this bank will continue to be processed. Loan customers should continue to make their payments as usual. Depositors of the Citizen Bank will become depositors of Iowa Trust and Savings Bank. Customers do not need to change their banking relationship in order to retain their deposit insurance coverage. Customers of the Citizen Bank should continue to use their existing branch until they receive a notice from Iowa Trust and Savings Bank that it has been completed systems change to allow its branch offices to process their accounts as well. As of September 30th, 2023, Citizen Bank had approximately 66 million in total assets and 59 million in total deposits. In addition to assuming all the deposits, Iowa Trust and Savings Bank agreed to purchase essentially all of the failed bank's assets. Customers with questions about this transaction should call the FDIC toll free 1-866 314 1744. And this number will be operational this evening until 9 Central Time, on Saturday from 9 to 6, on Sunday from noon to 6. Anyway, so we got another bank bites at us, right? Then we have Turkey president says no more talks with Israel. Netanyahu, Turkish president, on Saturday announced his refusal to further communicate with the head of the Israeli government, Benjamin Netanyahu. We will no longer be able to talk with Netanyahu. We have crossed him out. The inter-Arab TV channel Al Arabia quotes Erdogan as saying Turkey will no longer have a confidence in the global system unless Israel ends and is held accountable for what Erdogan called wars, crimes, and human rights violations. And then we also have Hal Turner, terrorists blow up Pakistan airbase, 40 fighter jets burning. The Taliban-linked terror group Tehreek-e-Jihad has just claimed responsibility for the significant attack tonight on the Minwali Air Force Base in northern Pakistan. The terrorist group appears to have snuck into the base using ladders and are claiming to have destroyed several aircrafts as well as the kind of armored vehicles. The Pakistani army is currently conducting an operation to secure the base and have already killed multiple terrorists. We also have U.S. and Europe talking with Ukraine about peace negotiations with Russia. U.S. and European officials have begun quietly talking to Ukraine government about what possible peace negotiations with Russia might entail to end the war, according to one current senior U.S. official, one former senior U.S. official. The conversations have included very broad outlines of what Ukraine might need to give up to reach a deal, the official said. Some of the talks, which officials described as delicate, took place last month during a meeting of representatives from more than 50 nations supporting Ukraine, including NATO members, known as the Ukraine Defense Contact Group. The official said the discussions are acknowledgement of the dynamic militarily on ground in Ukraine and politically in the U.S. and Europe, officials said. In other words, despite all the media hype that Ukraine is winning, Ukraine is actually losing. Imagine that. Anyway, there was an article. I think his Person over the military is saying that they've lost from War News 247, guys. And I just, you know, I'm kind of Ukrained out. Really, all of this war is just kind of just so much. Tasia to criminalize normalization of ties with Israel. And this is where it is. Tunisia's parliament has begun consideration of a bill wherein any form of normalization of relations with Israel, up to including trade transactions, will be criminalized, even life imprisonment if possible. Tunisian President Kayes said that the normalization of relations with Israel is treason. In another Muslim country, Jordan, retired generals said that if Hamas loses its presence in Gaza, the Palestinian resistance will have the support and sympathy of the Palestinian people, Arab, and Islamic countries. The war on Gaza is preparation for the practical stages of international confrontation over the nature of the new world order, they said. Imagine that. More new world order. And then Honduras recalls ambassador for Israel. Honduras said Friday it was recalling its ambassador to Israel for consultations over the Israeli violations of international humanitarian law in Gaza Strip. It joins Latin American countries, including Bolivia, Chile, and Colombia, in downgrading ties. And then we have, if it'll open, Daily Mail, the next pandemic deemed the big one could be the most contagious and deadliest disease known to humanity, scientists warn. So here we have the next pandemic dubbed the big one, kind of like, I guess, the big earthquake that's supposed to hit California. The next big one is going to be huge, worse than anything ever. The Paramoxylate family has over 75 viruses, including mumps, measles, respiratory tract infections, and was added to the list of National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Disease pandemic pathogens to watch in October, I think is what it said there. One of the virus, the NIF virus, can infect cells with receptors that regulate what gets in and out of cells that line the central nervous system and vital organs. The variant has fatally rate of 75% compared to the COVID, which is well under 1%. Scientists note that unlike the flu and 19 are speedy shapeshifters, Parox viruses appears not to mutate as they spread, but they have become very good at transmission among humans. Just imagine a paramoxy virus emerged that was contagious as measles and as deadly as nymph. Assistant professor at the University of Toronto said in a statement. Influenza has been squeezed to death. Ben Hurley, a virologist at the Mount Sinai Hickman School of Medicine, the Atlantic. Yeah, I think. Anyway, there's a little bit more here, guys, but they're building this one up, guys. So here we go. Let's see. I'm going to give you guys this article. Confession of the defeat by Zelensky sparks serious crisis with Zelensky. Our calculations were wrong. I changed soldiers and commanders, but Russia wins. So this is the article I was talking about. So I wasn't shocked to see. Hi there, guys. Good morning, Drop and Winning Streak and Water Tiger. There's the article from War News 247, guys. I'm not. Yep. Got the X. I'm not concerned with all this, back and forth. And obviously, if there are talks of peace, it's pretty much over. So there is that. They said, I think, I can't remember where I saw it. Let me look it up real quick. California is supposedly going back to mask. I wanted to share that, but I didn't have it ready. But Let's see. Okay, so here we go. Masks are required in certain settings again in California. Beginning on Wednesday, lots of people heading into the doctor's office or hospitals across the Bay Area will be required to mask up. In some parts of California, masks will be required in hospitals and skilled nursing facilities in an effort to limit the spread of RSV and the flu and the CD, of course. The mandate will last until the end of flu season in March. So here we go. They are requiring masks in those places. Anyway, just like I said, just wanted to give you guys this update about the bank and just tell y'all to have a wonderful day. I love y'all. Thank you so much, Water Tiger, and Winning Streak and Drop. I appreciate you all so very much. Hello, Invader. They are again. Yes, indeed, Invader. It said, who was it? Was attacked to Pakistan. Hi, Renee Mitchell. How are you? Hello, Carol. Let me pull that article back up, guys. I'm sorry. I will. So it's stuffy here. Pakistan. It says a Taliban-linked terror group, the Tehreek-e-Jihad, the TTP, is claiming responsibility. That is what they're saying. Anyway, that is what's happening this morning, guys. That is what is happening. Anyway, I love y'all. I hope y'all have. It sure did, didn't it, Rob? Warm lemonade and honey. Yep. I'm going to go get me some honey. I know warm lemonade, but I got some honey for sure. And maybe some hot tea. Anyway, God bless you guys. Y'all have a blessed day, guys. And we will see you all later. Bye.